Hello, folks, and welcome back. We're continuing our interviews with Tim McKay, a water treatment expert in the Boise, Idaho area. He not just covers the Boise area, but he also covers the entire Southwest Idaho area. So we're very fortunate to have him here, and I'm curious to see what he has to say. There's some confusion in the marketplace about salt-free or saltless or salt-free water softeners and water conditioners and things like that. And there's so many representatives out there using different terms and making different claims that I really would like for you, if you can, Tim, to talk to us about what's the truth. Okay, what are some facts about these types of names and how they're used?
Well, the way I like to try to start off explaining the difference between a water softener and a water conditioner is very simple. A water softener is actually the only type of system that it actually uses salt, and it actually removes the rock or the limestone from the water by an ion exchange process. This is actually the only way, other than reverse osmosis or distillation or something like that, that we can talk about. But those technologies are much more expensive to do what we're trying to do here. One of the biggest things, though, is with a water softener, where you remove that rock out of the water, you're not fighting against the rock anymore. Okay, the rock, even if it sits in your home, isn't going to build up on things like it would with a water conditioner. So what a water conditioner is it conditions the calcium and the magnesium in the water. It doesn't remove it. Okay, and I've actually gone so far sometimes on some applications to call these technologies gimmicks. Now, that's just a sales term I use sometimes to kind of compare, the difference of these systems, but they're not. It's a type of technology that we might use in large corporations where they're using a lot of water, where the water is always running, never shutting down. It's always running in a loop type system. And a water conditioner can be used in these types of scenarios because they're conditioning the calcium not to adhere to the pipes or stick to the pipes wherever this water travels. Now, the reason why this technology is not very good and not very useful in a residential setting is because when you turn off the water is sitting in the pipes, and I think it's like 48 hours, the water actually converts back over into its original state. That calcium reverts back over from a solid into a liquid state, and if it's going to do that, what's the point of even purchasing a water conditioner for hundreds or if not thousands of dollars if it's not going to do what you want it to do? But not only that, that's one of the biggest problems with it, but also, you've heard of getting lots of soap and suds benefits from water softeners. You've heard of when you pull that calcium out of the water, your water heaters, everything lasts longer. You've heard of being able in soft water to be able to rinse the soap off of your body along with the rock. Well, all these benefits that you get from a water softener, you do not get from a water conditioner. I can name names of lots of systems that are the so-called gimmicks that I've actually replaced with traditional water softeners because the customers spent their money on it, they used it for several months, and then it took them that process to find out that they didn't work, and they're out a lot of money and time, and they have hard water building up on their home. And I think that's one of the biggest differences. It's two totally different types of technology. And when we meet or whatever have you, we can really go into detail about the different water conditioner technologies versus the only water softener technology.
Okay, well, that's a very thorough explanation. I appreciate that very much. So we have other interviews that we've done, and we'll continue doing them as you're helping the consumers in Boise. But can you give these consumers who are listening to this particular interview your phone number or how to get in touch with you?
Yes, I've had actually this phone number for over 20 years now. It is area code 208-880-6110. And I've actually been using this phone number throughout my water treatment career, like I said, for over 20 years now.
Okay, that's good. Okay, well, thank you very much for that, and you've helped a lot of consumers, I think, by getting some clarification. And of course, when they invite you out to test the water, that you can help them even more, discussing their specific characteristics of their water, and give them some more details. So, okay, well, thank you. I'll see you on the next interview.
You're welcome, Bill. Have a good day.
Okay, thanks.